Is there something that you really love about week one that just feels different, especially this is your first week one in a Rams uniform?
Yeah, I think it's a great opportunity to just start fresh, regardless of what happened the year before. For new teams, new player coming to a new team like this, it's just a clean slate. So you can't really ask for much more than that. Come in and fresh. It's the healthiest the team's going to be. So it's just a new opportunity to, be able to go out there and put it on display. So I'm excited for it.
Davante, what's it been like working with Matthew Stafford, and how have you two kind of bonded out there?
It's been great. I mean, it's started as soon as I got here. The verbals. We got to obviously work in the offseason program, so that gave us a little bit of a head start there. And they missed a little bit of time, obviously with his injury. So just having that time to kind of go through stuff in the film room, talk about stuff. He was in the back when we were at LMU, watching some of my routes, being able to, tell me, here, I think you could do this, or I like how you did that, and maybe I'll adjust, based off what you're doing. So like I said before, it's just so much of what we do is what's not out here. So we obviously got a lot of time to connect and get on the same page. And then when we get out here, being able to time it up and go through some stuff with live bullets obviously helps a lot too. So, we were able to pick up where we left off when he got out there.
Do you notice the difference in the timing that you were talking about from when he came back from the back injury to now, weeks later?
His timing?
With the timing you guys worked on together?
Yeah, I mean, I would say from that part of it, I think we both have a really good understanding of this offense, me having some experience in it in the past. So me knowing where I'm supposed to be, him obviously having the best idea of where the receivers are supposed to be, and just having the trust in my craft and kind of feeling out my body language and some of the things that I do, and me kind of taking note on some of the things he does as well. So the timing will continue to get better, but I think we're in a good place.
You had a pretty good game against this defense last year, I believe. Mm-hmm. Yeah. What do you remember about the defense? It's an impressive defense.
It is. I mean, it's a good defense on paper, on tape, individually. All the players. I mean, they play well together. They have some real good individual talent. I think it's one of the best, as far as star-studded teams across the board on defense. So, a lot of respect for them. Every level too. I mean, up front they got the big two, obviously, that everybody knows about, but they got some good interior guys as well. Backers play real hard, and they got some guys on the back end that know how to play as well. So it'll be fun. It'll be a good challenge.
Davante, with you being 12th opener, Matthew 16, can that type of experience close the gap of whatever reps you may have not gotten while he was overcoming the back?
Yeah, I mean, I think anytime you got experience, especially like I said, we both have experience in this type of offense, so it can only help, but it doesn't do everything for you. Obviously, you need to be able to get out here and get on the grass, which now we have the opportunity and have been for the last few weeks. So, yeah, I mean, I'm excited about it. Just because I'm going in year 12 and he's going in, I think it's 17 actually. I don't guarantee you anything, but it definitely gives you an opportunity to kind of, rely on some of the savvy you have built up and some of the experience you've already kind of have in your body a little bit.
His no-look passes, is that something you've gotten used to yet?
What was that?
His no-look passes, Stafford's, is that something you've gotten used to yet?
I dealt with a guy that did a little bit of that over the course of my career, so yeah, used to it.
Davante, can you speak on being a veteran receiver and coming in and working with the core like this core on some of the tips that you've given them to improve their game?
Yeah, I mean, we'd be sitting here for a long time if I told you about everything, but it's just so many different nuances, and I've learned a different way to attack this position, and I feel like I've studied the position, studied DBs, much different way than what people have done in the past, and people even do now. So I think me just being able to shed some of the different coverage elements and different tips, small nuances, about route running, releases. It's really just a big umbrella of things. And as we, kind of get into whatever we're talking about at the moment, I try to shed as much as I know, that could help the guys. Some things I know that may not be transferable to everybody, so you can't just go out and teach everybody, hey, do this. But if you give them the tools and allow them to practice it, obviously in camp and when we come out here, that's what this period of the season is for, to work on stuff so you can know what works for you, when it's time to go into week one.
Alaric, can you share with us a little bit about what you've been going through and just your rehab process?
Well, I have blood clots, obviously. A lot of blood, a lot of testing doing the past few months. Just trying to get a feel for everything for the most part, as far as my blood clots and how it goes overall. Besides that, just been doing testing, listening to coaches and doctors, and yeah, that's pretty much it, really.
Is it related to what you dealt with in 2022?
It is, but it isn't. So in 22 was more so, it was a provoked clot. This was more so unprovoked. Happened in my lungs in 22. This time, it was kind of just like out of nowhere. So it was unprovoked. So a little different, but kind of the same thing.
Even though it was a little bit different, was there anything you took from that experience that helped you address it the second time around?
Listen to Reggie, Dr. Maul, Stephen Tapson, Casey Batten, just listening to those guys, staying on my treatment, and that's pretty much it for the most part. Yeah.
What is it like dealing with something like that isn't like a sprained ankle or a sprained arm? You can't feel, and you feel good mostly.
I was kind of in shock, honestly. For a while, I was on football. That was like more for me. But now we have like a good plan ahead of us, so I'm in a good space now about it overall.
But there was a time you thought that you would retire?
Yeah, retire. I don't know about retire, but football is done for a little bit at least. Yeah.
So, with what you just said, I mean, obviously you were working towards this week. Are you surprised that you're going to be a go?
No, not surprised. Not at all. Like I said, Casey Batten, Stephen Maul, Dr. Tapson, Reggie Scott, good plan ahead of me, and I trust those guys. So, yeah.
Is there anything that's changed for you along the way, working out, or things you're able to do or not able to do?
Not really. No, kind of the same thing overall.
What does it mean to you to give back? I mean, that's a pretty steep mountain that you climb.
It's a blessing for sure. Coming here at 21, being undrafted, earning a contract, and then boom, football is known for a little bit. So definitely a blessing for sure. And yeah.
If I twist my ankle, I kind of know if my ankle's ready. How do you know?
The doctors overall, yeah, they're testing. So it's good so far. Yeah.
How much of a mental hurdle is it for you, as much as it is, just kind of obviously physical?
It was tough at first. Obviously, June 9th was the initial point that I knew I had blood clots. And, from there until now, up and down roller coaster. I'm going to play, I'm not going to play. And now being here is a great thing. So I'm here now, being present for sure. So.
What are some of the exercises that you did to get yourself ready and prepared for week one?
Everything really, from running, vertical climber, biking, a lot of lifting, plyometrics. So kind of the same thing, but more ramped up.
Are you expecting to play?
Yes, sir.
How hard is that going to be after not, being in practice?
I'm getting a good week right now in practice so far. So, I did it last year, so I'll do it again.
What were the restrictions that you had in terms of what, I know you couldn't take part in the physical stuff in practice, but what did that, from the doctors, what did it look like going into this week?
That was the main thing, just having no head-on-head contact. Besides, I could lift weights, run, condition, the whole nine, just no head-on-head contact.
Is that because of the medication you were on?
Yes, because Eliquis.
I know Sean mentioned it's something you guys will have to monitor and manage as you go forward. So how easy or hard is it to put that out of your mind when you're out there at practice or when you get out there for a game?
Just play football, honestly. I trust Reggie Scott, Casey Batten, Dr. Maul, Stephen Tapson, and Alaric, of course. Have a good plan ahead of us and just cut it loose, really.
Was it an MRI that you had done that showed, is that the test that shows the blood?
It was an ultrasound.
Okay, and now how often have you been having?
I do it after every game, pretty much, so yeah, big on big contact. I do a QR code that I fill out every day, and that's pretty much it, really.
As much confidence as you have in that plan, how tough was it staying patient? You were for quite a while, obviously, just doing, only individual drills, only jog throughs. There's a certain extent that you can really participate for.
It was definitely tough for sure. Just staying the course, though, being patient, trusting the Lord, trusting the staff, of course, and following their plan, really. Besides that, just work out. Yeah.
Will running out on the field Sunday be a little bit extra special for you?
It's a blessing for sure, but it's the game, honestly. Just do my job and, yeah.
How has your mental health, your teammates been during this process and just kind of
Very, very supportive overall. Reaching out to me, hanging out with me, calling, texting, the whole nine. So it's been pretty good so far.
Houston has very talented educators. What's your thoughts on them as your coach this week?
They're great players. Overall, good defense overall. good coaching staff, good schemes. Just go out there, trust our schemes, our plan, and cut it loose.
Are there any other football players who have dealt with this blood clotting issue that you've reached out to or have talked to about this?
I talked to the dude from the Bucks, the basketball player, Dan Willard. Talked to him a little bit. And just say, ask questions, get that testing done, and just do your job for the most part. He's great, honestly. He's a 7-year vet, obviously. Play a lot of ball, playoff football, Super Bowl football, so it's a good thing for sure for us.